Paul McCartney has said, this is Beatle Paul McCartney, no more autographs and no more selfies. He's just done with
fans?
Yeah, period. With fans.
Why?
He says, I've never understood it. You want me to sign an autograph like a receipt of our meeting each other. I'd rather just chat and exchange stories.
All right. I'm not sure I'm worried about old Paul.
Let's chat. Let's talk.
Elderly Paul.
And why do you want a photograph with me? We both know who I am. Let's sit and chat and have a conversation. But he's not going to do that either. He's not going to sit and talk with Paul McCartney for 5 minutes. Rarely. I mean, when are you going to get that opportunity?
Unless you happen upon Mick Jagger in a pub, having a pint by himself.
That would be amazing.
Which could happen.
God, that would be amazing. Well, okay, either or. Would you rather have Paul McCartney sidle up next to you at a bar or Mick Jagger and chat for 15 minutes?
Oh, God. I don't have to.
Can I only talk to one? One or the other.
Holy hell.
Well,
that's brutal.
I think you have to go McCartney. He's a Beatle.
He is a Beatle. He's my favorite Beatle because he's left-handed.
That's
like
right.
me.
That's right.
But God, Mick Jagger.
Mm-hmm. Get some good stories to tell.
Stories.
I would take McCartney because he's a Beatle, and it's like the one time, that's the one.
I take Jagger.
I think Jagger would be the cooler hang, and I'm afraid with Paul it would come up that you walked out on his show halfway through, Kelly.
Are you the one?
Wait, I've heard about you.
I know you.
You're the one who walked out on my show.
I remember you. Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
You're the really tall. The guy.
Sat with your arms folded all night.
Yeah. I just got I guess I was. I guess I should say this as a compliment. A P1 says that I would be perfect to play Jason or Michael Myers because of my height and great girth. That's what I was told by the P1. It's like your girth and your height would make you the perfect Jason.
Probably would.
Yeah. We had a chance to interview the guy who's playing Michael Myers in the new movie. Just they call him the shape where he walks around.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris Demm said, I don't care about that. And I said, yeah, I guess that's like...
has he ever had a line?
No.
That character's never spoken?
Not a word. Michael Myers has never said a word. In fact...
Oh, it was Freddy versus Jason. I'm trying to think because of he didn't battle.
No. Freddy talks. Jason has never said a word, to my knowledge.
Okay.
No, I've never seen Jason say a word.
In the tail of the tape, if you were like sizing up a boxing match, who would you take?
Michael v. Jason?
Yeah.
I'll take Jason.
Explain your reasons.
Bigger.
Is he?
Girthier. Bigger. Yeah. I think.
You know what girth is usually just belly size.
Yeah, but I think he's wider.
Okay.
He's more muscular. I think started killing more violently at a younger age.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had more violent kills early than Michael. Michael's starting to kill more violently lately.
When did Michael start his killing spree?
Well, Michael started killing in 1963 at the age of 6.
Jason?
In 1980 at the age of circa 20, I'm gonna say. So maybe Michael has more experience.
Yeah.
But Michael is much more, he's knife heavy.
Uh-huh.
Very knife. Jason will go machete on you.
So he can adapt. He's more adaptable?
I think Jason is. More weaponry. Yes. Jason has used machetes, knives, axe, hatchet, never a chainsaw, really. A woman came after him with a chainsaw in part 2, but he fought it off quickly. Machete's a big weapon for Jason. And Jason also, just with his hands, crush your skull, pop out an eyeball.
Oh, okay.
Real good upper body strength.
Okay.
Now, lately, Michael started to do that, too. Snapping a neck, this and that.
Yeah, Michael's
using his hands.
He's gotten stronger.
Yeah, apparently he spent his time away practicing his different kills.
Push-ups.
And becoming the world's strongest mid-60s man.
He's very strong. As is Jason.
Clearly he got into CrossFit in his time in the mental facility.
That's true.
You see him out there in the yard with his mask, flipping tires.
Another thing I was thinking when I was watching this latest Halloween, which I didn't like. Like, they never sleep. They're killing for...
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it would be nice one time to see them, like, just...
Or eating.
Yeah, or eat. They never eat either. Get the man a meal. What's he supposed to eat?
This latest one, just to me, took it way more over the top than it could ever needed to be.
I did not like it.
But you guys will line up for the next one.
Absolutely. I'm ready.
I have to see how it finishes now.
Oh, yeah. It's set 4 years in the future. I'm excited about it. It's the next Halloween Ends is what it's called. It's in a year.
This is 2020.
It's in a year. Yeah. It was supposed to be 2 years apart, but they delayed this one because of the pandemic. Okay, Biggie, tail of the tape. Jason v. Michael in a fight.
Straight up in a fight.
Straight up.
I'd probably still take Jason.
Me too. I just think he's stronger.
Yeah, of course they did Jason versus Freddy.
But
I always thought it should have been Jason versus Michael.
I don't think Michael. I think he won't get into that. He's like
he's ducking him.
Yeah.
Like Mayweather and Pacquiao for all those years.
Yeah. I think Michael feels like he's above the fray. You know, let Freddie and Jason get down here in the mud, but Michael stands up and goes above. I think.
I kill for the pure love of the sport.
That's right.
Yeah, he does now.
It's not about competition,
right?
For him,
it's not about gaudiness or splatter.
No. He just kills. That's right. It's a good point. And especially in the first Halloween, he was real. He didn't need the splatter. He didn't need that gore. He just was very deftly going about his business. The other story about the Beatles, just to finish off Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr stopped with autographs in 2008. Because he's tired of people selling the autograph for money. So there's no chance now that you'll get an autograph from a Beatle.
Well, I mean, that whole sort of, normal person celebrity interaction has changed. It's almost 100% selfie now.
It's photograph, exactly. Yeah. But McCartney says, I know what I look like. Come on now. But Paul.
All right, Paul.
I wish he would do it, because what a thrill it would give the fans, to have a picture with Paul McCartney. Now, of course, you got to take a million of them if you're Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
But still, it's unfortunate that he's not going to do that anymore. Chris Demm will take one with you. Take one with you hard. We had that happen a couple of years ago.
4 or 5 years ago, I had to learn the hard way what a hard picture was.
He took a selfie with some people outside of a comedy show.
Happy to do it.
Yeah, they did the selfie, and then the guy said, "Let's do one hard." And Chris Demm said, "I can't do that. I can't just on command
just here."
Right. And that means like bow up.
We kind of got down in a crouch, like a catcher's crouch.
Right.
And kind of, pointed at the camera with your hands.
Right, yeah. One of those.
Kind of like a movie poster for Fast and the Furious.
I wonder if Paul McCartney's ever been asked to do one hard, and he finally just said, all right.
That's it, I'm done.
No more of those. Speaking of being done, LeVar Burton has broken his silence and says, please stop asking me to host Jeopardy. I'm not interested in the job. LeVar Burton says, if I'm offered the Jeopardy hosting job, I will turn it down, because people still online want him to be the host.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, people.
And I am so over the host. I mean, to me, it's Mayim Bialik. She's already got it. I keep watching the show, and she does a good job. They've not named anybody. And I guess Ken Jennings is taking over next month. But I like her, and I'm okay. Let's just give it to her and move on. As she's trying she's trying to get out of her contract with other stuff, I guess, or maybe not. But they still haven't named a host after that debacle with the guy they picked to replace Alex Trebek. But Burton says, no, I'm too busy doing other things. I'm in my 60s.
I shall not seek.
And he will not.
And I will not accept.
He will not. The Jeopardy job is not his. But people continue to want him to do it. One more piece of soft copy here. Kate Beckinsale is out promoting, I guess she has a new movie out, because I've seen her all over the place. She was on with the Late Late Show Monday night and said that she was hospitalized recently because she threw her back out putting on leggings. That reminded me of that's a Chris Demm or Chris Kelly injured.
Big time.
She put on her leggings.
Yeah.
She couldn't, she threw her back out. She said, I couldn't walk, I couldn't lie down, I couldn't sit down, I couldn't do anything. She couldn't take herself to the ER, so an ambulance had to be called. They rolled her onto a sheet and carried her into the ambulance because she threw out her back putting on leggings.
Did she get them on?
No.
Half-dressed Kate Beckinsale.
That's right. No.
The EMT dream call.
In that same interview, she was talking about Harvey Weinstein. And she was going to do a movie with Harvey Weinstein when she was like 17. And she said she was so unbelievably naive. She went to meet him in his hotel room without anybody else. It was just her at 16 or 17. And he opened the door wearing just a robe. And she came in, they got on the couch, and he goes, what would you like to drink? And she said, Diet Coke. And he goes, no, a real drink. She's like, no, Diet Coke. And he handed her like rum or something, to get her drunk. And they had a whole conversation. And he kept making these like innuendos about sex. And she was so naive, had never even had a boyfriend or anything. She didn't even catch it and then walked out the door. And then years later figured out, oh, he was trying to hit on me that entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't know it. And
he had a lot of meetings in hotels. I mean,
he did. That was his thing.
He may not be the only one who's ever done that, too.
That was his thing, though.
Yeah.
And she thought, in fact, when he opened the door, half naked in only a robe and his chest was showing, she thought, oh, my God, he's forgotten we have this meeting. And she even said, don't worry, I forget stuff like this all the time. I'll go and come back. He goes, no, come in, sit on the couch, and that's what. And so she now knows what he was doing, but didn't know then because she was so young and naive to it and all of that. Isn't that crazy?
Did you see in that same interview about her IQ?
Yeah, she's got a 152 IQ.
And she was told one time that life would be a lot easier for her if she was dumber. And I felt that's probably how Chris Demm feels.
Me too. It's like, wouldn't it be like, Chris Demm must think, God, if I was only dumber, like by 20 points, it would be so much easier just to get along, just to go along and be like, all right, that's fine.
But she was told one time by a doctor, oh, it's actually bad that you have this high IQ because you process things at such a different level that if you were just 20 points dumber,
exactly,
your life would be a lot easier. And I can't argue.
She had a pretty decent life.
She had a great life
as a hottie.
That's Kate. Well,
as a smart hottie.
She might be combination hottest, smartest person. I mean, at 152, because she's a really, really smart. That's really up there. And you're right. The doctor said, man, I wish you were dumber because you are processing too much.
But she did date Pete Davidson for a while.
Did she?
Recently. So
briefly.
That calls my question, this IQ thing in.
So Pete Davidson has dated her and Ariana Grande.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got a long list of hot
Cindy
girls
Crawford's daughter.
Him. Yeah.
His list just goes on and on.
Yeah. It's because he's so funny. It's
absolutely.
People perceive him as so funny. He's in good shape, too. Remember,
yeah.
He is. He's in.
Yeah, but he's a little bit, he's a little bit off his rocker sometimes.
Yeah. I think you're right. Oh, and one more about Kate Beckinsale. She's got a new series called Guilty Party. And in the show, it's a new series, a woman has to suck her toe. A young mom has to suck her toe. The woman's name is Jules Latimer. She's an actress. And Kate Beckinsale said, I have never felt so sorry for an actress because we had to shoot this several times, and she had to keep sucking my toe over and over and over again. I kept cleaning them. But I said, I'm so sorry that you have to do this. That is pretty gross.
What you going to watch?
Yeah. That's one.